Greetings, personal governors. Welcome to my channel. This is Personal Gov. I'm JP Watkins, and today's topic is going to be about the importance of purpose. It's something that you hear me talk about a lot. And I know sometimes people start to think, he always talking about this purpose stuff, operate in faith, pursue your purpose with passion. And sometimes this stuff sounds good, but what does it really mean? Why is it important to pursue your purpose? Well, I think one of the key reasons it's important because a lot of what's going on today is lack of fulfillment, right? You got people that's pursuing money. They got a big, beautiful house. They got a beautiful, car in the driveway, and they're deeply addicted to alcohol. They're popping pills. They're miserable. Their life is full of void, full of dissatisfaction. They have no sense of fulfillment. So a lot of times in a market-driven economy, we are constantly being told, whether it's from the school, whether it's from the broader society, sometimes it's even from our parents, it's always about material success, material success. And I understand we got to make a living. You got to be able to pay your rent. You got to be able to take care of yourself and room and board and stuff like that. But I think sometimes we basically sacrifice our personal sense of fulfillment at the expense of material success. So now you got a high income or you got a so-called good job, but you're miserable. What does that mean? What does that mean when you literally, you just disgust it with yourself? You just have no satisfaction. You dread. You get off work Friday night and you already dread going back to work Monday morning. If that's your situation, that's why I say it's important. Pursuing your purpose is so important. Why? Well, let's think about it. For instance, have you ever seen a pigeon, an eagle, a dove, a raven on the side of the road, just winded, just tired? They just tired of flying. Have you ever just seen a fish just bubble up on the shore and just look frustrated because he's tired of swimming? See, the thing is, a fish was designed to swim. A shark was designed to swim. It swims constantly. A bird's designed to fly. That's part of its purpose. It's its purpose to flourish in that form. And we are all designed with a purpose. So you may say, hey, I'm a surgeon, and forgive me because like I said, I'm speaking off the top of my head, but the author of Jurassic Park, he's actually an MD. I watched a lecture that he was giving to some kids, and he said, hey, look, I went to MD school, and he said, I told my coworkers, look, you know what, I'm resigning. I'm going to write. That's what I want to do. And his coworkers like, are you crazy? You're an MD. You're a doctor. You're a medical doctor. You gonna stop being a doctor to go write? They thought it was the craziest thing they had ever heard. Well, that's what he did. Well, having that medical background did serve him because, Jurassic Park dealing with DNA and all the other stuff. So he had a real deep understanding because of his schooling. But he said, you know what? To be quite honest, I wasn't a great MD because I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled by being an MD. So having that creative gene in himself, he wanted to pursue his purpose, and his purpose was to be a writer. And he had more, not only commercial success, but he had more fulfillment. So that's what I want to talk about. Your purpose. What is your purpose? What do you think your purpose is? What's something that that you dream about doing? If you, with no barrier, if cost not a barrier, time's not a barrier, education, with just assuming that you could get up and do what you want to do, what would you be doing? Where would you be right now? Who would you be with right now? And I want you to just think about it. If you got a paper near you, write it down. Say, hey, I would be in this country, I would be in this city, I would relocate to Florida, this and that. So, all right, so once you say where you would be and what you would be doing, what activity, hey, I would be an author, I would be a singer, I would be a diesel mechanic, whatever that is. Now, Now, once you done write down what you would be doing and where you would be doing it, now I want you to really think about this. Is going to be your homework, because you may not have enough time to do it during my little speech right here. I want you to ask yourself, what's the barrier? What's stopping you from doing it? Okay? If you want to go back to RN school to be an RN, what's stopping you? Is it money? Are you behind? Are you, in default on your student loans? Do you got kids? You don't have support with your kids? What's that? If you say, hey, I want to relocate, man, I want to go down to St. Petersburg, Florida, or I want to go out to San Bernardino or San Diego, California, what's stopping you? Is it money? Is it obligations? Maybe you helping take care of your mom or something like that, or whatever it is. What's stopping you? So what do you need to do so that you can be doing what you want to do? Do you need an education? Do you need resources? Do you need connections? Now, I can't cover all this, but by you asking what you need to do, depending on your situation, because it's going to be as many people listening to this, so I can't give you like a theme for whatever, but I can say this. If you want to reach out to me and send me a direct message, and I'll get back in touch with you. Say, hey, and I'll give you some feedback. But so for sake of example, let's say for instance you want to relocate. You want to relocate to St. Petersburg, Florida. Say you got your dad down there. You're about to retire. Say you're a single mom. You got 2 boys, and you want to go down there so that the boys can get to know their dad, their granddad, and so that you can have some support with the kids. So maybe the kid's dad is not really active. Maybe the kid's dad is deceased or incarcerated. So now you want to go down there. Okay, so what's stopping you from going down there? Oh, well, I need the resources to get there. I'm not working. Okay, so in that situation, what do you need to do first? Well, I don't have the resources to get there. Okay, so you're not working. So the key thing is to figure out how to get your income. So you ain't got a lot of support with the kids, so that's a challenge. So the key thing is, so hey, maybe price the tickets. Hey, you're gonna catch a bus down there. If you're not driving, maybe you're gonna catch a Greyhound down there. So hey, let's get a sense of how much money do I need to get down there. Or maybe your dad would be willing to help you get a ticket or whatever. So find out exactly how much money you need. How can you get a hold of some money? Maybe you do hair, maybe you do nails. What can you do under the table to start making some money? Okay, and like I said, it's just too many examples, too many situations for each person, but you get the sense. So decide, what do you want to do? What would you be doing if you had no barriers? What would you be doing? And then once you say, hey, I would do this, I would be speaking, I would be teaching. Okay, now what's stopping you from being a teacher? If you say, hey, look, I would be doing this, or I would be living in California. Okay, what's stopping you from living in California? What's stopping you from living in Uganda? Oh, you need a passport. Oh, you need a job. You see what I'm saying? So once you see what it is you want to be doing, and you want to focus on it, you don't want to be all over the place. You don't want to be willy-nilly. Oh, well, I would be working in healthcare. That's still really broad. What would you be doing? Would you be a RN? Would you be a nurse anesthetist? Would you be into ultrasonography? Would you be a nephrologist? You see what I'm saying? What would you be specifically? Because then the more narrow it is, the more achievable it's going to be. Hey, I would just be I just fix on cars. Well, what would you do? What do you like doing the cars in particular? Do you like doing the body, or do you like to actually do the mechanic stuff? Hey, maybe you're going to specialize in brakes. Maybe you're going to specialize in transmissions. Let's be specific as possible, because when it's your purpose, guess what? You're not going to be miserable, because you love working with your hands. So now when you're fixing, brakes all day, it's energizing you. You don't feel miserable to where you're going sitting behind some desk, staring at some computer screen, and you absolutely hate paperwork. That's going to make you miserable. You say, oh man, but I make this much money. But yeah, but you make that much misery to go along with it. So you want to get away from that misery, and you want to start tapping into fulfillment. So it's important that you pursue your purpose because you're going to have a sense of fulfillment. And that's going to reduce a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of misery. You don't want that miserable money. You don't want that misery. You want a sense of fulfillment. And if you're doing your purpose, if you're operating your purpose, the chance is it's going to be a labor of love. If you love writing, once you figure out how to monetize your ability to write, even if you ain't making big bucks, hey, you know what? I love writing. I love writing. So yeah, okay, yeah, I would like to make some more money, but hey, the fact that I can pay my rent or pay my mortgage by writing, I love this. You see, now you're winning because you're operating in your purpose. If you're the creative type, then you want to be doing some creative stuff. You don't want to be doing no manufacturing stuff. You don't want to be doing that monotonous stuff, doing the exact same things, repetitiveness. But if you're a busybody and you're not the creative type, hey, I like to be busy, I like to be moving, then maybe you like that assembly type work. Hey, I want to go, go. I want to be moving and shake. So you got to know your body type. You got to know your personality type. So you got to be your own guru. But this is the importance of purpose. Well, that's my time for the day. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. In the meantime, persist, believe, and achieve.